Sanibonani bafethu. Ukhwezi lona. So today I decided we're talking maybe do um just to help you guys to revise. So this I'm doing grade 11 past question paper. This topic is statistics. So I'm just basically trying with it, let us revise together, to help one another. I want like to briefly like have a deep understanding. Yabona. Yeah, and also ukuthi sikwazi ukuthola ama-marks agrade, yabona. Yeah, in order for us to be able to apply. And yeah, so this is mathematics paper 2 question paper. Let me check something. Okay, this is a mathematics paper 2 exam past paper. So yeah, without wasting any time, athi attack manje le question. Okay, now question 1. But this table below shows the weight nearest to the nearest kilogram of each of the 27 participants in a weight loss program. Sho ukuthi labantu laba bakwi-program lapha babona ukuthi okay, athi sibone ukuthi ubani ozokuluza i-weight, yabona, to the nearest kilograms. So labantu laba we know ukuthi banjani, bayi-27. Okay, now guys, please ngiyanicela, when you attempt ama-question aso, right, ama-statistics, right, especially lapha bakugaya like random numbers, please thing that I advise you before attempt ama-question, ngicela ukuthi in your esayidini lakho you must write these notes, ne? Before you attempt the question esayidini, you need there are things that you need to know, right? So now okokuqala, there's a thing that we call a mean or an average, right? So now formula ye-mean, uma sikhuluma nge-mean, we're talking about what? The average. So now there's a formula for the mean. So formula ye-mean, it is what? The sum of the values, right? Show with like either in this case you're gonna add all of these values, ne? All over the total number of the what? Of the values, right? So now ngamanye amagama uzoyenzani? Uzo-adda wonke lama number lawo bese udivide ngani? The total number. So the total number it is what? 27 participants. So uzodivide by bani? 27. So total number of values isibheka ukuthi okay, lama value lawa how zingakhi, yabona bafethu. And then now when there's the thing that we know as the mode. Now mode, it is the number that appears njani, that appears the most. And then now we have what we call the median. Now the median, it is what? The middle number, ne? So what I like to do is that I like to categorize is English, like ngithanda ukuzifaka in a like separate yabona place. So I like to call them the triple M's, which is the mean, the mode, and the median. Now, please guys, the very mistake most learners do is they confuse the mean and the median. Ne? So now, how can you be like ube be careful, like how like ube careful ukuthi ungashayi le mistake leyo? So now what you can do is that you know what, when you're talking about the median, you're talking about the what? The middle number. So now ngibheka bani? Ngibheka lo D lo. I see it's okay. Now this D unjani is in the middle, right? Which indicates that it is going to be what? My middle number. Right. If bathi calculate the mean, right? And then when ubhala in middle number, into ongayi-check ukuthi okay, mean, does it have a D? It does not have a D, which means I'm not looking for what? The middle number or the mode, right? So your mean, it is your average, the median, it is the middle number. Okay. Then we have what we call the what? The range. So now masikhuluma range, we're talking about the maximum value minus what? The minimum value. Kusho ukuthi uzothatha inamba enkulu uyiminus nenamba enjani encane. Okay, then we have what we call an outlier. Okay, so we have what we call an outlier. Now, an outlier, it is the number that is larger or smaller than the rest of the values in the data set. Now, guys, it is the number that is larger or smaller than the rest of the values in the data set. So outlier, I'm going to briefly explain further as siqhubeka in this video. So now, we also have what we call the interquartile range, or the IQR in short. Yeah? So in order to find your interquartile range, it is going to be your Q3 minus Q1, right? I'm gonna further explain these two in the very masiqhubeka kule video. So now, yabona, so immediately mawuceda ukubhala lama notes esayidini yakho, yabona, like our attempt in a question. So we has got, okay, I know what is a mean, I know my median, I know my mode, I know my median, I know my range, I know my outlier, I know my IQR. Yabona, uzothi okay, athi sibone ukuthi yazini i-question ikhuluma ngani maye. Sibone ukuthi okay, yazini how can we attack now this question? So now, after that, mawuceda ukubhala lapho, you need now to write your 5-number summary. Now, these are also the additional notes that you can write aside in. You know, it's okay, when we're talking about this 5-number summary, we know what we're talking about: the mean, yeah? We're talking about the lower quartile, right, which is Q1. Sikhuluma ngani? Sikhuluma nge-median, right? You must be able to identify your median and to be able to identify your what? Your higher quartile, which is your Q3. And then also your max, the maximum value. Yeah? You must be able to determine your maximum value. And also, when you're talking about the skewness of the box, the whisker diagram can be interpreted 3 times. It can be symmetric, skewed to the left, or some others prefer negatively skewed, or skewed to the right. Others prefer positively skewed, right? So, yabona guys, after writing these notes, right, esayidini lakho, remember we attempt a question. So now it will be very much easier to answer these questions. Trust me, uzobona now. Now, let us go to question 1.1. Yeah? We go into question 1.1. Now, bathi calculate the range of the data. Uyabona ke manje. So, now you go back to the notes ozibhalele zona esayidini. We know ukuthi okay, bakhuluma ngani manje mabakhuluma nge-range. We know ukuthi they're talking about the what? The maximum value minus what? Your minimum value. Okay, siyabuya ke manje sithi yazini, no, labantu laba siyababona ukuthi bazama ukwenzani. So now, what is the maximum value lana? Oh, ngicela ngibhale lana. So you can say that your range, ne? Your range is equals to, it's important guys, yabona le, since we 2 marks, it is important to write your formula. So now it is going to be your maximum value minus minimum value, okay, minus your minimum value, right? So let's begin ke laba fethu. What is our maximum value? Our maximum value, and remember, please make sure that your set of numbers, they are in ascending order. Please guys, yabona if you can check ukuthi they are in ascending order, for example, we wouldn't be able to determine our minimum value and our maximum value. Let's say they were in random. Let's say into beyiqala la boku 68 and then here it was 56. And then when abesu yathatha uthi yazini 68 is going to be our minimum value. No guys. So in this case they made our job easier. So they put it in ascending order. So please, guys, be in note of that. They must be in what? Ascending order. Okay. And then now, what is our maximum value? Our maximum value in this case will be 150, 156. Yeah? Then we're going to minus with our minimum value, which is 56. Now, 156 minus 56 is okaya 100. Ne? This is going to give you 100. But now, these people, this table shows the weight to the nearest kilogram. So it is going to be what? To be 100 kilograms. Ne? It's important, bafethu ungakhohlwa SI unit, right? Okay, and then now you're gonna get marks for your 1 mark for your formula and then 1 mark for your answer, right? 1.2. But now write down the mode of the data. Write down the mode of your what? Of the data. Okay. Now, in mode, you go back to your notes. In mode, when in mode, it is what? The number that appears the most. Okay. So yabuya manje ukuthi okay, yazini eyiphi number evela kakhulu manje in this set of numbers, right? So uyabhala ukuthi okay, my mode, it is the number that appears the most. So siyabheka ukuthi okay, we have 56, 68, 69, 71, 71. Hey, bese uyabona ukuthi man, why ivela kayi-2? And then you check, you double check ukuthi ayikho enye number evela more than twice or twice. Siyabona 96, 97, no. Yabona? Sithola bani? 71. So your answer is going to be 71 what? Kilograms bafethu. Ne? Kilograms. Yabona, uthole i-1 mark yakho kanjalo uyadlula ntwana. And then it's going to be 1.3. Now 1.3 bathi determine the median. Yabona ukuthi now it becomes way much more easier. So you go back to your triple M. Ne? Yabona ukuthi okay, median it has a D. We were looking for what? Median is a D and it is in the what? In the middle. We're looking for the what? The middle number. Uyabheka now. In order to determine your middle number, there's a way that we can use. Okay, there's many ways that you can use, but I prefer this one, right? Because it's much faster and it saves more time. So now, since bathe these zingaki z27, right? Which means now, in order to find our middle number, uzoti 27, ne? Multiply by 1 over 2, right? Because sifuna i-half kabani ka-27, right? So it is going to give us 13,5, which means now in this number set ngizokhawunta kangaphi? Ngizokhawunta kayi-13, ne? I'm going to count 13, ne? I know what I didn't say 13,5. I'm going to count 13 times, right? Now, okay, ngiyabuya ke manje, but ngizocala from our minimum value, right? Let us count from minimum value 13 times. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Ngizostopha lapho. Right? Okay, then you go to your maximum value. You count now 13 times going up, right? Going down, I mean. So uzothini? Uzosicala from 156, you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Ufake imark yakho. Now that comma 5, it is going to be your 93, right? Because we have 13 this side and we have 13 this side, right? So our middle number sithole ubani? U-90, 93. So when uzobuya ubhale, it's okay. Our median, it's going to be 93. right? So your median it is going to be 90, 93, guys. It's going to be 90, 93. 93 what? Kilograms, bafethu. Ne? 93 kilograms. Please, ningakhohlwa bafethu ukufaka ama-SI unit. 93 kilograms. And now, we go to 1.1.4. Okay, 1.4 bathini? Bathi determine the interquartile range. Highlight this word, interquartile range of the data. Ngamanye amagama bafuna ini? I-IQR. And guys, please take note of what? Your marks. Lana bathi, how many marks? 3 marks. So now, when you're talking about the interquartile range, okokuqala, when mawuzwa le gama ithi range, what comes into your mind? Into yokuqala, it is the maximum value minus the minimum value, ne? Okay, so you know what is somehow I need to minus my maximum value minus my what? My minimum value. Mara phinde manje kuba ini i-quartile. Hayi man. You go back to your number summary. Uyabona ukuthi okay, I have mean, I have lower quartile, median, higher quartile, maximum. Then ubona leli gama elithi quartile. Right. So which means now you're gonna minus your higher quartile minus your lower quartile. That's why masibuyela lapho kuma-notes we said that the interquartile range is equals to Q3 minus Q1. So your Q3, it represents your higher quartile minus your lower quartile. Then uyabona ukuthi hayi man, yazini, it makes sense. But now we cannot minus Q3 and Q1 because asikakatholi ukuthi the values, what are the values of Q1, your mean, your median, and your higher quartile. So kumele sicale sithole our 5-number summary. Ne? You need to find our 5-number summary. Okay, so now, so we said our minimum value was what? Bekubani? 56. And then we said our number maximum value is what? 150, 156. Sathola imedian yethu as ubani? As u-90, 93. Okay. And then now, all right. Yabona, the way we got our median, in order to find our lower quartile, we're going to use the very same step to find our median. What do I mean? So what do I mean ukuthi now, in order to find our lower quartile, which means now sizobheka from 93 ukuya phansi, ne? We are looking for the middle number, right? From 93 kuya phansi. Angithi from 93 kuya phansi sithole ngaphi? These values zi-13 angithi. So now, from 93 going down, we're looking for the middle number, right? That middle number will be our lower quartile, right? So I'm gonna start from, so if since z13, right? So we're gonna look for half of 13, right? So half of 13 is what 13 times bani times 1 over 2 or 0.5. Izokunikeza ngakhi? Izokunikeza 6.5, right? So which means ukuthi we're gonna count 6 times. Ne? That comma 5 is over our middle number. So let us start counting from 93 going down 6 times, right? So sizocala ku 92, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ngizofaka imark yami ke lapho. Ne? And then now we're gonna start counting 6 times from our minimum value going up. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So uzofaka imark yakho lapho. Now, what is the middle number now? The middle number is what? Your 82. Nayibona ne bafethu? So your answer is going to be 80, 82. That is your lower quartile. Same applies to your higher quartile. Now, mawufika ku higher quartile yakho, now uyakuzwa bathi higher, so it has to be above 93. So our focus are on the numbers that are above bani or 93. So we want to find the middle number, ne? That is the middle number. Mara, that middle number will become our higher quartile. right? So angithi besithole 13 ngapha, and then half of 13 sathola 6,6,5, which means you're going to count 6 times nala. So you're going to start from 94, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to put my mark there. And then we're going to start from our maximum value. We count how many times? 6 times. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sigcina lapho. Can you see now what is the middle number? That comma 5 now. It is going to be what? 127. I hope you understand our fit. So it's going to be 127. Okay, now we have found our what? Our 5 number summary. Now we can be able to identify in our Q3 and our QR. So our interquartile range, it is equals to 1 mark for guys for a formula. You get a mark for a formula. So it's going to be Q3 minus Q1, right? Which is equals to, what is our Q3? The Q3 yethu sithole bani? 120, 127, right? So it's going to be 127 minus, what is our Q1? 56, right? Minus 56. Then uzothola i-answer yakho ezubani? 127 minus 56. Uzothola sifake ku-calculator. So uzothi 127 minus 56. Uzothola bani? 70, 71. Right? Uzothola whoa. Nee man, it's 82 ngapha. Sorry bafethu. It must supposed to be 80, 82. Yes. So 127 minus 82 yakho uzothola 40, 45. Yeah. Uzothola 45 what? Kilograms bafethu. Ne? 45 kilograms. And then you get a mark for the correct formula, you get a mark for substituting, you get a 1 mark for your final answer. And then now we move on to question 1.5. Now, 1.5 party, use the number line provided in the answer book to draw a box and whisker diagram for the data above. So now, in order to draw your box and whisker diagram, you need to have your 5 number summary. Ne? So now sizocala ke manje sizodraw ini i-box and whisker diagram yethu, ne? Which means now uzocala bese uyadraw ke manje. Okay, and then right, so uzoba ne-point la, and then uzoba ne-point yakho laphaya. Then this is going to be your minimum value, which is 56. Then that is going to be your maximum value, which is 150, 156. Okay, now before you continue, in order to determine where is your diagram going to be skewed, is it going to be symmetrical? Is it going to be skewed to the left? Is it going to be skewed to the right? Now, you need to first calculate your mean, guys. Now, your mean, which is your average. Ne? You need to find your mean. So this is the unit for mean yakho, ngathi x and underscore, right? So what we have to do is that we need to there's another method that you can use, right, to find your mean using your calculator, right? So this is a 76 calculator. So now in order to use that, you're gonna first press mode, ne? Press stats, ezinye zizoveza stats as number 2, and then you're gonna press stats, then press U1 minus VAR, right? And then now what you're going to do, you're gonna insert all of these values. So uzocala uzothi 56, and then uthi equal sign uthi 88, equal sign uthi 102, equal sign uthi 89, uthi equal sign, uthi 103. So uzofaka wonke lama values la, uzoloku uthi equal sign, ne? Okay, then uzofaka u69 and then uzofaka u90 and then ufaka u127 then ufaka u71 then ufaka u92 then ufaka u128 and then ufaka u71. So uzoloku ufaka i-equal sign, then uzofaka u93 ufaka u134 ufaka u72 ufaka u94 ufaka u135 ufaka u82 ufaka u96 ufake 137 ufaka u84 ufaka u97 ufaka 144 cosine 85 99 6, right? Then uzopress equal sign, right? Nansi kunenumber eshodayo. Why is it 156 ngapha? Then you're gonna press AC. I think there's a mistake somewhere. Then uzopress shift stat, ne? Then you're going to press shift. So after that uzothi AC, then you press shift uthi1, then you go to VAR. Now, in this case, number 2, right? Yabona, number 2 is vezela isign yani, is vezela isign ye-mean, right? So you go to that sign and choose number 2. You wanna press ubani, number 2, then you press equal sign, and then no, kuna something wrong. Number 1, they were not 56. Just bonus something. Okay, I think manje there was a mistake. Number yama kunenumber bengingayifakanga, so I got 98, so you're gonna round it off to 2 decimal places, so it's going to be 98,59. 98, to 2 decimal places, 98,59. So that is going to be our what? Our mean, 98,59. Okay, so now njengoba sithole-ke manje ubani u-98,59, into esizoyenza ke nayi, ne? So now, since we found our mean, in order to determine the skewness of the graph, we need to check whether if our mean is greater than our median, which was 93, the box, our diagram will be skewed to the right or positively skewed. Ne? Or if our mean, ne, it is what? It is lesser than our median, which was 93. Which means now igraph yakho, the diagram yakho, it's going to be skewed njani? To the left. Or if now mean yakho beyilingana ne-93, it is going to be symmetrical. So in this case, our mean is greater than 98,59, which makes it to be skewed to the right. Which means ke masithrowa ke manje into yethu, diagram yethu, it's going to be looking like this. So our Q1 we got 82, ne? So lapho i-diagram yakho icala khona, i-box yakho uzobhala 82, lapho igcina khona, which uzobhala your 127, which was your Q3, right? And then don't forget to comment on the skewness. You're gonna say positively skewed or skewed to the right. Right. Positively skewed. Positively skewed. Positively skewed. Now, I hope nayithola ke bafethu. You're gonna say